Oh, it's Andy. Hey, Andy.
Hello.
Hey, you
Am I
okay?
interrupting it still?
Well, I was gonna call you back, and then there was a 78 call because EMS were getting kind of held up. So
Oh,
I've
understandable.
literally just finished up. I'm sorry for not
Oh,
getting back to you sooner. You okay?
yeah, I'm okay. You're still married to Rose, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen you guys in so,
Well,
in
you're
so
not
long.
trying anything, huh?
What? No, of course not. I'm married to Denzel.
Oh yeah, that real nice person.
Yeah, good and honest man. Anyhow, Rhodes had like panicked and stopped me on the highway like last week, and said that he really, really wanted to have a talk, but I haven't heard from him since, so I got kind of worried.
Yes.
Is he okay? Like I know what it revolves, and I know
Our codes are pretty, you know.
I just given the topic, someone saying I really, really want to talk to you about this. We need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. Find me tomorrow, and then not hearing from him is really concerning.
Let me see if he's gonna be around, and if he. How long are you around for?
I pretty much just killed an hour just to have this phone call. So
Okay.
if you want to meet and talk, we
Yes,
can.
let's
But
meet. Okay, I'll
okay.
come. Where do you want to meet?
Text me your ping, and I'll find the spot.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll
See you
see you
soon.
soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
538. Dispatch 38 10-7. Do, 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 do. Right, let's go talk to Andy. The reason Rhodes wanted to talk to Andy was because she had a crow. She has had, or I don't know whether she does anymore, but she definitely did have a crow. And that's really worrying, obviously. Hey, Cody.
Hey, mate. Oh, hi. Hey.
Yeah, the chunk of this I need to know about. Should I bring someone with me? Yeah, we
905
don't want
clear
to.
traffic with
Thank you.
GG.
Hey, I'm gonna meet with Andy Jones if
One
anyone's
warning
there.
issued.
If I die or anything, okay?
Okay, I'll make sure.
No pressure at all, mate. I wonder where she's gonna ping me from. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Peach.
Hey, Doug, I'm gonna be up for a few hours.
Okay,
You wanna ride with me and Nancy?
yeah, I will. I've got to have a conversation with Andy Jones first. It's kind of something to do. It's not to do with your dad, but it's about that stuff, you know.
I just want to let you know there's a serial killer, and Chief of Police is apparently fucking around with TJ Walker, and apparently the Chief of Police is too busy.
I know. I know everything already,
Nah,
okay?
you know everything, really?
Yeah.
Nah,
Listen, I'm...
it's true. Nah, it is true.
like I told you, Pete.
I knew fucking Brian I was a goddamn snake
No,
flyer.
he's not. He's
Piece of
not.
shit.
He's not.
Yeah?
He's trying to help your dad. Wait, is Bash your dad?
Yeah, he's my daddy.
Okay, well, Brian's not trying to snake. I don't think he is. I don't think he's trying to snake your dad. Your dad, okay?
Yeah, he is. That's what they're all fucking saying. Dark, wake the fuck up, okay?
Okay, I'll wake up.
You think it's cool? You think it's cool, huh? Okay, what is this? A flippin' episode of You? Huh? Okay. Everybody's trying to screw Norman, isn't it? Huh?
What? No, Peach. No one's trying to screw Norman.
Yeah, okay. That's what they're saying.
You just stay clear of Norman Bones, okay? I'm serious. If you go anywhere near Norman, I'll kill you myself.
80 with a white in color.
What?
Mitsubishi, now
Peach,
VCB
if
lost
you
in
go near
westbound
Norman, it's gonna
alleyway
be
adjacent to power.
it's gonna be less painful
by
for
the
you to
way.
just die than it is to go through with wherever the fuck he wants you to do. All right, so don't go do anything stupid.
What is wrong with you, Dark? Why is everybody not realizing what Brian's doing?
905
Right, listen,
There's
Pete.
nobody here but the chief. You guys letting Rod in there. I don't want you guys are do you even know where chief is, huh? You guys are lying to everybody else. The whole department.
It's for his own safety, as far as I'm aware.
I'm telling Fred.
Fred knows.
I mean, he knows.
Ask him.
He fucking knows.
Ask him about
No
Bass.
fucking way. Fine, I will.
Go on then.
Okay, I will ask him right now.
All
I'll
right.
call you right back.
Bye.
Okay? Bye.
Peach is like the strangest character to be involved in this storyline. Of like black flowers, and then there's just a little peach in the middle. Oh. She scares about her daddy. I told you I'm going to have a meeting with somebody. Please don't come because it's pretty serious. But then I'll let you know about it afterwards, alright?
I'm coming.
Peach, please don't. I'm serious.
Why, Dark? You need the backup.
I don't need the backup. I need privacy.
He even likes me.
I need trust, okay?
You don't trust me?
No, I need the trust of the other person. If they know that I'm there with backup and stuff like that. This is not a police thing.
Really?
This is not a police thing.
Now we're getting close. I thought we were becoming friends.
We are friends, Pete. Come on, don't be
Keep pushing me
silly.
away.
I'm
Keep pushing
no,
me
don't you
away.
dare try and manipulate me, you little shit. I'm not one of your fucking little Tourette's, okay? So you sort your shit out, sort your crocodile tears, and I'll speak to you later.
Okay. See you later.
Let's go. Something like this. Come on, out the way. What are you doing? Jesus fuck. Hello?
Hello, Dark.
Yes?
How's it going?
It's alright. What's up?
I just wanted to ask if you want to ride together for a little bit, you know?
Everybody wants me to take. Listen, I'm having a meeting with somebody, and then I'll delegate who I'm riding with. Okay. But yes, I would love to at some point. Definitely, Daryl. I've missed you.
All right. Yeah, just give me a call, okay?
All right, you take care. All right.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Shit. What's going on today? I'm a phone guy today. Anyway, back in it. Jocko, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, she is. I already chose the slowest walk possible, didn't I? It's even slower. Hello, Miss Jones.
Hi, Dark.
You're great.
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you? It's been a long time.
Yes. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances.
Is Rhodes okay, first and foremost?
Yeah, we're doing alright. You know, as best as
Okay.
we can do at the minute.
Okay, because, yeah, just, pretty much he saw smoke back there on my bike, and then pretty much demanded that we talk, and then I never heard from him, so I just wanted to make sure he was okay. And I, like, tried to hold off and just, you know, allow for, I guess, just, like, life being busy, right? And I didn't want to, like, bother or worry you or Flop if Flop is still your guys' kid or whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to, like, step into anything or pry. So don't feel like you have to say anything to me.
Where'd you get
Not that
smoke
you would,
from?
but- Norman?
Why?
To protect against something similar to Norman.
What do you mean something similar to Norman?
Just something bad. Death-like. I'm gonna be honest, I can't fully understand. To be honest, so. If you want more on that in particular, you can ask Flop about who the Chicken Man is, and he'll be able to kind of corroborate that.
So the chicken man's after you, so you got this thing from Norman to protect you?
Well, the Chicken Man's been after me for like 2+ years at this point, and Flop was heavily involved in a lot of it back when we were much closer than we are now. But Norman initially threatened me with him. And then seemingly couldn't control him as much as he thought he could, to a degree. And so when he kind of broke the deal we had made, he gave me smoke to make up for it in the meantime. This is smoke. He's not so bad. Actually really nice. He doesn't like flying so much. But he's really good at walking downstairs.
Who named him, Andy?
Oh, I have no idea. I would assume Norman. But
No-
I like the name.
Norman said only one of the birds had names.
Oh, Noxie?
Yeah. So why smoke?
I don't know. I actually really don't know. I called him out on breaking our deal, and then he came back with
What
smoke.
was your deal with Norman?
I can't tell you that.
Okay. Don't tell me. And just answer me something.
I've answered everything you've asked so far.
Did you make a deal with Norman to protect someone you care about?
Yes, but if you know things similar to what I know, it's not the same as what other people have been through. I offered Norman a deal before he could push me into one. Because I was lucky enough to have heard a little bit about this before Norman came knocking, I suppose.
Who dragged you into all this? How did you find out?
Pez.
Right.
But to be honest, I think Norman was already heading for HOA anyway.
Any of the others been affected?
Depends how you mean.
Any of us had to take deals?
In HOA?
Yeah.
No. It's just me.
And did you want Norman here?
Do I want him here?
Do you want Norman in Los Santos? In anywhere?
It's kind of... That's like asking me if I want it so that nobody ever dies. It's like, sure, yeah, but at the same time, no. I don't want to subject people to living forever.
You know,
That doesn't-
you know Norman's story, right?
Depends which part. I wouldn't say I know his whole story. I don't know if you're talking about what he is now or what he used to be.
What he used to be.
Somewhat.
A man. And you know what happened to him?
Somewhat.
Well, he got sentenced to death. Because he was a serial killer. Just like the Chicken Man. Just like the Highwayman. Just like all these other egotistical maniacs. They just want to hurt people. Norman was a man, and he claims to have replaced the person or thing that came before him.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me, before that happened, before these last few months, you ever make any deals with death? You ever see him walking around at a lighthouse or at some other fucking creepy location smoking a cigarette?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither.
So?
I want him gone because if he replaced someone else, that means he's replaceable.
But how do you not know? How would you know if that's going to be worse?
What could be
That
worse than
comes-
him?
I don't know, but I've met a lot of people, and yes, people, not whatever he is now, and thought to myself, surely it can't get worse than that, but there's always something worse. And even if Norman wants to play his games and whatever else, I understand where you're coming from, but I personally would rather deal with a devil I know than one that I don't. Because I'll tell you right now, Chicken Man, who I prefer to call Richard, no, oh god. What's your first name again?
Richard?
I'm so sorry. We'll call him Fritz, his last name.
That's my middle name.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Is it?
No.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I was about to run away in terror, to be honest. That is something that Norman said is comparable to him in a way. Pretty much death comes in many forms. And Fritz is something like him. And I will tell you that over 2 years of being incessantly stalked by that thing, and had my friends handcuffed and skulls bashed in front of me and me handcuffed, being forced to watching my friends be on these like fucked up survivor tribal councils of picking who gets sacrificed to him and who's getting fucked up, and everything that he's done to me over 2 years. Barely speaking a word. Most of the words he's saying only being decapitation is the removal of the head from the body, only saying don't do that again when removing my fingers because I called the police, and not saying much else. I would rather take a devil that actually speaks and plays a game than one who says nothing. And one who has flat out said they only want to play games that I can lose. a Norman's game at the end of the day. Everybody will always lose because we will all die eventually, and that's just that. But that doesn't mean that there's not a way to beat Norman's games as they are now. And I understand that that's a huge thing to go through and a daunting task that most people are going to fail, but I'm still of the mind of the unknown scares me a lot more than something I can at least try to understand and communicate with. And that doesn't mean I think he's an inevitability, and I'm not willing to bet on something that I don't know what it is. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. But that's the thing, you said understand about Bones. To fuck with people and make deals.
He's bored. But that doesn't mean that that's the only thing about him. Just because he's a monster doesn't mean that he doesn't operate under his own set of rules, I guess. As does anybody who has a game to play. And in all games, and yes, Norman's does come across like one that if we win, he wins. If we lose, he wins. But just like getting smoke, that doesn't mean that Norman's not allowing for the possibility that he can let the other person win for a time. The fact that he acknowledged that he broke our deal and tried to make up for it means that it's not all as simple as I'm fucking with you and I win. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He
This
wants
is
to
the
be
thing.
entertained.
Exactly that point that me and a lot of other people don't want to be just another pawn on his chessboard. And I get that I don't disagree with anything you said. And Norman is certainly appealing to people who are in worse situations than the rest of us. But I think no matter what positions people are in, no matter what deals you're making, I think we could all do with a little more information on Mr. Bones. There
That's
is
true. He's using telephone to
dozens.
his advantage very much so right now.
Exactly.
Story.
There's dozens of people involved in this, and there is dozens of conversations happening just like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a game of telephone going on right now, and there's absolutely nothing that is helping us right now. We're just dealing with things on our own when we really don't have to. So, whether or not you want rid of him or not, I think you would want more information about how to just not end up like Leo or Dundee.
Dundee, I get. Cleo, I would have to stay away from cops to not end up like Cleo.
What's going on? I think we're alright. So, I am setting a date and time for people to get together. For people to come and actually sit down and talk about things they found out things that Norman might want, things that Norman might have said. And this is... The weird thing is that he said to Jackie Snow, Norman said to him that all the pieces are already there. What that means, I don't know. But he said that all we need to do is talk to people. So sure, I might be playing my part in his big fucking game right now. But if it helps us figure out a way to avoid him, get rid of him, or just stay alive and keep our family safe, this is the least I can do. So, there's going to be a council of some kind, a gathering...
Summit.
A summit. Yes.
Norman Con.
Let's not call it Norman Con.
Could all dress up like him. I think it would ease some of the tension.
It
Make it on
could.
Halloween.
It could. You know, Halloween night might be a good time for it. Because I know,
don't know if we will.
I know
Oh.
everyone's going away.
Oh.
And,
That's true.
so it's not going to be for a hot minute. At least 2 weeks. But just keep your ears open. And if... Just pass the message on. If anybody else is worried about Norman and wants more things to know, just let them know that information's coming, okay? And that we're not on our own. I think that's the main thing. That there is just a little bit of hope left, and I think we got to kind of put it all in one jar and share it out.
Who all's invited?
I guess you'll see. You don't have to come, but
You have a deal with him.
yes,
Is it really bad?
yes.
Are you gonna go through with it?
Not if I don't have to. He was threatening my son. Flop. And I was going to go there on my own. And I'll be honest, I was going to take his place. But...
Flop
By...
would follow you,
Yeah, well, he's an idiot.
and then Rhodes would follow him, and then it would just be like this triangle.
Exactly. By some fortune of the gods, I texted my husband to tell him what was going on, and he had just woken up, so he came with me. And we met Norman on the lighthouse, and Norman said if we left there and then, me, Rhodes, or Flop was gonna die. That was the promise he made, so we had to make a deal. And we said that we would give him somebody else. And
Anybody else? Or does it have to be someone you know?
someone we know. And I'm not doing that. I can't do that.
You tried renegotiating?
That was it. The deal was made. I'm not. I don't. The less I can see that man, the better.
I can't talk about mine,
It's okay.
but I will say that I was incredibly lucky to find out before talking to Norman. I was able to offer him something else before he offered something. So I would say find out whatever he finds valuable, whether it be something entertaining or something that helps him be entertained, or anything revolving that, anything that keeps it interesting. Just think of something and ask him. What's the worst what's the worst he's gonna do? Say no? And then you're back where you are anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't think any of us can judge each other for making deals.
Mm-mm.
'Cause
We're all just doing what we gotta do for the people we care about.
exactly. That's the one thing we have in common, too. And it was, thank you for ringing me, and thank you for taking time out of your day, too.
Yeah, I just want to make sure Rhodes is all right. Because, I mean, obviously, some people have had a pretty... I mean, Brian and I also had a pretty strong reaction to Crow. Smoke, rather. But, which I don't blame people, but... I like Rhodes. I've always liked you and Rhodes. And Flop, obviously, but... Just want to
I'll-
make sure you guys
I'll
are
talk
okay.
to him. We're okay with dealing with this whole situation.
Yeah, as long as
Um,
he's all right, he doesn't need to sweat calling me or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Nobody was
Yeah.
on.
He was just worried. He even told me that you had the bird because he was, you know, worried. I don't know whether it was because thought you were working with Norman or
Huh? Well, I mean, we all kind of are to a
real
degree,
kind.
right?
Yeah, exactly. But
But not like.
yeah.
I love Norman. I love what
You-
he's doing to people. No, not like that.
Oh my god.
No, not like that. As long as people aren't thinking that, it'd be terrible.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm. Doing what I gotta do for my people just the same as anyone else. But I need to have him around to make sure another fuck you god doesn't bother me.
Yeah. If I hear anything about the chicken man, I'll send it your way. Okay.
I appreciate it. I don't. We'll see if I'm here by the time your summit happens.
Better not be going anywhere.
I'm supposed to choose between them.
Choose
And
between
pick
who?
which side I'm on. Richard and Norman. By order of Richard. And I don't know how that'll go. Because I've never really been in a position to choose between gods, deities, entities, whatever the fuck you want to call them. So I don't know what the repercussion from that is going to be. 'Cause it's a pretty shit choice.
Can I give you some advice?
Mm-hmm.
The advice I got a couple of days ago. When I went to confession, funnily enough.
What?
And
Where?
68? The church.
Did you see the feathers?
What feathers? You know, preacher did message me. Said to check the confessionals. Why?
Who messaged you that?
The preacher. The guy who I confessed to.
Okay, I've been going to church every day since all this shit started because I figured if there's two, maybe there's more, and maybe one of them's not an asshole who will actually help me.
Hmm.
You know, just the off chance. And so I was going to that same church every single day, going to the left side confessional booth when you walk in every single day. And then one day I go and nobody's ever there to take my confession, but I just do it anyway because I don't really know how to religion. And I go in there, and on top of the little table, there's a giant white chicken feather. And I run to the other confessional on the other side, and there's a crow feather. And I think they're still there. But I don't know if it was directed at me or somebody else. I don't. You can finish your story. I took it as like I have to choose by Friday, which I do, but I thought it was just them reminding me.
It's ironic because when I was speaking to the preacher, I asked him and I told him about the choice that I've got to make. And he himself gave me some advice and said that even though we get presented with a choice to go left or a choice to go right, you know, the white feather or the black feather, there's always backwards, there's always up, down, forwards. There's not always just two choices.
I don't know if that's true in my case.
I guess just keep an open mind and think outside the box. And if I can do anything to help,
I have to pick Norman. I can't break the deal, and I doubt that Richard would be like, "Yeah, you can pick me," while still having to deal with him. At least Norman talks. I don't know. But that's my problem, regardless. Yeah, just let me know, I guess, and hang in there. Try to take your own advice and come up with a creative solution to your problem. I think people underestimate how willing Norman is to shake up his own deck if people offer him the opportunity.
well, just don't make any decisions on your own. That's my only advice. You got people who care
have
about
to.
you, even if it is Denzel.
See you later, Doc.
You take care of yourself, okay?